All right, this is just a brief intro, give a little context on what this video is about. The rest of the video will be live commentary. The goal of this was to make 1 million experience with one crafting session using materials in my inventory. This is not a guide on the most efficient way to make experience in Starfield. This is just kind of for fun. I was experimenting with the outpost system, trying to learn a little bit more about how it works. A non-goal of this is to make money. At least with the methods I've found, there's not really a good way to sell more than 30,000 credits of stuff at a time without spamming a bunch of weights, and it's just a massive slog. So I've already earned quite a bit of money in Starfield, and this is just to earn experience. All right, here comes the live commentary, and thanks for watching. All right, so this is a very laggy world. Pull up the frame rate here. Yeah, we've got some major stutters, which are making some cool stuff happen with the motion blur. Anyways, I just slept for 24 hours on this world, which is a tidally locked world, so it's 1 local time hour to 100 universal time hours. You can see that here. And it took about 10 full minutes for it to simulate those 24 waiting hours, 10 minutes of real world time. So it was doing something in the background. You can see all these massive stutters. I'm going to close the frame rate. Well, I'll leave the frame rate. Austerity. What I'm planning on doing, this is all Vitinium, or no, this is all Indicite here. What I'm planning on doing is I think I have about 1 million XP, or I should have exactly 1 million XP worth of crafting materials for making Vitinium fuel rods. And I'm going to go around and collect it all and record the process of me doing so for posterity, just so I can show it off and that I have someone I want to. So I'm going to bring everything back to this planet that has the Indicite on it. Hopefully the game doesn't lag too much while I'm trying to do this. No robots. Alright. So I'm going to pull up my list here. We've got a couple ingredients to gather. So first off, we've got antimony. Yeah, I might put up a chart here if I upload this. But yeah, the ingredients we need are copper and silver for 0 wire, gold and antimony to make, what are they? Semi-metal wafers out of the 0 wire. Then we've got uranium and solvent. I believe those are both for nuclear fuel rods. And then andesite wafers need cesium and andesite. And then I think plutonium and Vitinium are what we need for the Vitinium fuel rods. So I might be wrong on some of that. But let's just go pick up our antimony. So that's over here in Nicola, if I remember correctly. Now this is our plutonium. We'll start with the plutonium since. You can see I'm already level 144, but I'm hoping to max this out. I think level 320 is what you need to get all the skills. Something like that. So yeah, it looks like you can see I'm already really overweight, which is causing my health to rapidly fall whenever I walk. We got all these filled up, so what we'll do is just delete the outpost. Well, let's see here. So in my inventory right now, look, in my inventory right now, I have no plutonium. After deleting the outpost, quickly pick it all up. I have 60,000 plutonium. That's actually more than I think I need. I think I only needed 40,000, so I might have overproduced that. Right? Yeah, I only needed 40,000. I really overproduced plutonium. Okay. Anyways, I am very overweight right now. See, I've got about 104,000 out of 220 mass. So I need to get on my ship before I can fast travel. You can't actually die from being overweight. It just takes you down to 1 health after it fills up your CO2 bar. So we got our antimony, or no, that's our plutonium. Where's our antimony? Actually, let's go with cesium first. Cesium's over here at Mufrid 8B. Setting up all of these containers took an absolute eternity. Because you gotta hook them all together using the output links. But it's gonna be worth it in the end. Gotta delete that. Now we've got 3,000 cesium. Okay, that's more than I need. 40,000 cesium. Is that right? Yeah, 40,000. Back on Chunks Freight here. I've got 30,000 storage on Chunks Freight, but that's not nearly enough for what we're doing here, so it has to go in my backpack. My infinite bag of holding. In woods. Over here in Maheo, I think this is area antimony. Indeed. Okay. Grab our antimony. Now, just for context, the performance you're seeing right now is not going to have a very capable system. Please tell me these are. Okay, they are. It was just taken to update the. Yeah, I've got a 5800X 3D and a RX 6800. There's plenty to run this game at 70, 80 FPS plus, even in the worst situations with the settings I'm running. But yeah, having all of these outposts running causes a game-wide stutter. If you have even just a couple big outposts that are producing 100 plus resources per minute, yeah, it can cause some serious performance issues in the game, unfortunately. So that's why I'm deleting them right now, because I do want to be able to play the game after I've done using all this to level up. I don't know if I'm actually going to try and sell all this, because it's a pain in the butt trying to sell this much stuff. Best place to do it I found is the key, and you can only get like 30,000 credits per run there. So I don't need aluminum. So I don't need anything from that. I've got something here, right? Uranium. I do need the uranium from Belwa. Resources. Got plenty of uranium. I think 80,000 is what I needed there, right? What? Maybe I only needed 40,000. I think I overproduced a lot of these. Yeah, all these I've got plenty. Hopefully. Unless I did some of my math wrong, which is very possible. I just did all of this literally napkin math on a napkin. Trying to figure out exactly how many resources I need to craft 40,000 Vitinium fuel rods, which going through the whole crafting process for the Vitinium fuel rod gives you 26 XP per fuel rod. That should net me about 1 million experience. 40,000 fuel rods. That's copper, don't need that. Silver I need. Should have 80,000 silver. I did this correctly. If I did any of this incorrectly, I'm going to be torn up. Alright. Silver. I've got 130,000. I think I did some sort of miscalculation when I was figuring out how many... You know what it is? When you do the sleeping to fill these containers up, like I did, it can overfill the containers. I bet that's what's happening. Next outpost, I'm going to check and see if the containers are overfilled. Bet they are. Normally, during the course of normal gameplay, the containers can hold up to 300 mass. But I've seen them go over 300 if they're filled while you're sleeping or waiting in general. Next, we're going to grab our gold. And, oh, actually, I do need the copper. Mistake. these are all full up. We'll see how much is in one of these. My guess is that it's going to be overfilled. 350 plus mass in a 300 mass container. 533 mass in a 300 mass container. Look at that. Okay, so that's why I overproduced so much. Interesting. Well, I guess I'll just get more than 1 million experience if all of them had a similar amount of overfilling going on. I love the sound of all the resources going into my inventory. 140,000 gold. Holy moly. Only gold were actually worth very much money in this game, and if only there was vendors who could buy it for that much money. Even the richest vendors in the game only have like 12,000 credits on a 48-hour refresh cycle. Unless I'm missing something. I'd love to hear if there's a vendor who has more credits. And I know you can get mods to fix it, but part of the fun for me is working within the constraints of the game as it is. I haven't installed any gameplay mods here. We also need solvent. We need at least 80,000 solvent. I got really lucky. I kind of settled the system in my main base here as well. Why not? Oh, never mind. For some reason I thought I only had one stack there, but no, we've got a little bit of solvent here. Are these overfilled as well? And these are very overfilled. Well, just a little bit overfilled. Okay, let's go tear this place down. Oh. Gosh darn it, I forgot I assigned robots to this outpost. Okay, dude, this is always annoying, trying to find all the damn robots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go, buddy. There's 1. 5. There should only be 1 robot left. Where the hell did it go? Oh. I think if I fast travel back to this place from my ship, it should spawn on it. And oh, there you are. That lovely little robot friend. Oops. Now I should be able to take the place down. Quickly pick up all the resources and reduce some of the lag in my world, hopefully. Solvent we get. 1,000. Yeah, we got 95,000. So those ones didn't overfill as much. I think it's because the production of this outpost was just so much less. I think it was only producing like 10 or something. I didn't look. It'll be in the... They're 10 per minute. My other outposts were producing significantly more just because organic production is pretty slow in comparison in my experience. Okay, so there's that. I need the copper as well. So yeah, I've got antimony, gold, copper, silver, solvent, uranium, cesium, plutonium, vitinium, and andesite. I think I just need to go pick up the vitinium now. And we'll craft everything at the andesite world. Yeah. Solvent, antimony, copper, gold, plutonium, silver, uranium, cesium. We get the vitinium. I hate how heavy the gravity is in the world. My character's really not happy right now. We're at like 600,000 mass. It's only gonna get worse, buddy. We got a lot of vitinium to pick up. And vitinium is over in Decarin. 7B. Vitinium. This should be 80,000 Vitinium. Get rid of that as well. They're all here. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Look at that beauty. That's a lot of small. I bet these are really overfilled as well. The production here is massive. Now look at that, 1388 out of 300. Okay, this might be more than 80,000 Vitinium. That's a beautiful sound right there. Yeah, that is 322,000 Vitinium. Okay, well, I have a little bit of leftover. What's our weight right now? Are we over 1 million? Yeah, we're at 1.4 million mass. Holy cannoli. For some reason, the ship never spawns on the launch pad in this area. I don't know what that bug is caused by. I think it might be because the landing pad is too close to something else. It is a large ship. It doesn't fit on the small landing pads, but I had a large landing pad here. Who knows? To figure out why that bug happens, because it happens in my main base as well. Occasionally, it's not 100% of the time. Anyways. Old Chunks freighter. You can see the lag is starting to alleviate. I think my Indicide base is still causing a significant amount of lag. Let's head on over there and take care of this. Indicide is down at Katydid. So I'll go up. Here's Katydid. Katydid 3, and this is a tidally locked planet. This is where I did my waiting. Right, this is where we started it. I am going to delete this place just to see exactly how many Indicide I did get. I want to see if these are just as overfilled. Holy moly, 71,000. Oh no, 2,600 out of 300. We're going to get so much Indicide. Holy cow. Alright, gotta get rid of these fun guys. Oh. Delete this. What a beautiful sound. Now we're at 2.8 million mass. We've got just a little bit of Indicide. 612,000. Okay, that's way more than the 80,000 I needed. What the heck? I guess I should have factored in the... What is it called? The overfilling mechanic, but it's hard to predict. I guess it just has to, it depends on the production rate. Sleeping ratio, I guess. Probably not even that, because this is where I slept. Anyways, I still don't quite fully understand that mechanic, but I understand it well enough to get this done. So let's pull out. In fact, I don't even need this. I just go on my ship. Hopefully Sarah's not monopolizing the workbench like she should. So, I really want to get rid of her by testing out some stuff with the skills she provides to my ship. I think she gives me extra jump range. Not that I really needed to upgrade the ship. Anyways, on to the main thing at hand. So, let me look at my notes here. First, we need to produce all the zero wire we can. Got a little bit of copper and silver. What I'm doing here, well, I'll illustrate it a little better. So you select the thing, you click and drag out to 99, you hover your mouse over the entry, and then you wiggle your mouse back and forth and spam E, whatever the confirm button is for you. And if you just hold down click and wiggle your mouse like this, it'll produce 99 at a time at a fast rate. And we should get, in fact, Just realizing we should sleep before we do this to get 10% extra XP. I don't have any relationships, so I can't get more than 10%, but it's fine. Just the bed here. I've got one somewhere. Stupid. Oh, here we go. Sleep for 1 local hour. Awaken feeling well rested. I know getting a companion to sleep with before this to get the 15% bonus would have been optimal, but I just haven't engaged with the companion system hardly at all in this game yet. I wanted to do this instead. So this is what we're doing. It might take a while. I'll probably speed this up in post. Alright, so that's all the 0 wire I can make. Let's see how much that is. 0 wire, we got 123,000 0 wire. We're already almost up to 3 million mass. I think our mass will go up as we craft these into materials because Starfield doesn't respect the laws of physics. I guess we're like, or maybe we're just trapping latent energy into mass at a little crafting bench. Who knows? It's hard to say. So I'm gonna go check here. Yeah, I went to 151 from 144. So that was 7 levels from crafting 0 wire. Let's see here. This. Well rested, I still have 16 minutes. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna get back to work here. The next thing on my list to craft are semi-metal wafers. So yeah. I'm gonna go back to spamming E and hope my finger doesn't fall off or anything worse like carpal tunnel. Alright.
I think the best thing for us right.
Alright, I just realized that I forgot to drink my stew, which gives me 2% extra HP, or extra XP, so I should do that before I get going too much further. Let's see here. Be in my ship. Aid. All. Pappardelle bologna. Need one of those because it lasts for an hour. Aid. Pappardelle bologna. And then status, I've got 2% from that and 10% from that. Okay. It's not a huge difference, but I figured I might as well add that. Okay, back to crafting. What the hell are these things called? Semi-metal wafers. All right. Alrighty, so we are done crafting semi-metal wafers. We ran out of 0 wires, so we should have 120,000 semi-metal wafers. Let's check that. Sources, semi-metal wafers, 135,000. I remember that. Anyways, we got that, and we're now about 2.9 million mass. That still checks out. I forgot to mention earlier, the 0 wire is giving us 1 XP per 0 wire crafted. The semi-metal wafers were giving us 2 XP per crafted. Next up, we're going to do nuclear fuel rods, which give us 3 XP per crafted, so we should be seeing some bigger numbers for the XP. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. 164 now. While we started at level 144. Work out exactly how much XP I earned at the end of all of this. Looking backwards. With fuel rods I craft. Go down here. Nuclear fuel rods. Take solvent semi-metal wafers, which I just crafted in uranium. So, yeah. Let's speed through this. Alright, we're back after crafting a lot of nuclear fuel rods. Got them all in my pocket right now. Don't hear the Geiger counter going off, so I think we're fine. Up to level 176. Let's see here. Oh, we still have 50,000 semi-metal wafers left, which is good because we'll need. And in terms of nuclear fuel rods, we got 89,000. Alright. So our next priority are andesite wafers. These are using cesium, andesite, semi-metal, and solvent. Hopefully I have enough solvent. Do I have 40,000 solvent left? Solvent was low. Oh no. I think I screwed myself with the solvent here. Oh shit. Well, we're still gonna go through with it. I should have 40,000 solvent here and I only have 14,000. Dang. I should have paid more attention. I think it messed me up because I had so much extra uranium and so many extra semi-metal wafers. I ended up crafting way too many nuclear fuel rods. I should have only crafted like half as much. Anyways, well, we'll just go for it. I'm not too worried about getting this perfect. I mean, I don't need these skill points in the first place. I'm just doing this for fun. Andesite wafers. I'll speed through this as well. I might redo all of this as much as it pains my fingers and my attention span to do so to get the proper proportions, but for right now we'll just go through with what we have. Alright, that went by way too fast. Let's see what we got here. I think was our level 180? Okay, so we're up almost 40 levels with that so far. Let's see here. Resources. I only have 15,000 andesite wafers, whereas I've got 39,000 semi-metals left. I've got 90,000 nuclear fuel rods, and I've got, yeah, you know, plenty of andesite left, almost 60,000, and then Vitinium, 322,000, and 60,000 plutonium. So right now the plutonium, well, yeah, the plutonium is the limiting factor. No, I guess, yeah, the plutonium is the limiting factor. Could make up to 60,000 Vitinium fuel rods if I had enough andesite wafers, which means if I had enough solvent, which means I'm actually going to take a detour here. I'm going to go get some more solvent real quick. Like, shouldn't take too long. Figure out how much we need and we'll just produce that much. See here, we need to go to Kodos right here. There should be landing area right here, I think is where we want. Doesn't really matter for organic resources. You can produce them anywhere on the planet. As long as there's water. Or at least for the greenhouse ones. And we're going. Some beacon. Go up here. At this point, we just go and we sleep a couple hours over on Beckerin 7B. Or no, Katie did 3. My mistake. Tidally locked planet within sight. Katie did 3. Go anywhere here. On my ship. Sleep for 24 hours. Just to be safe. We probably only need a couple, but no beds up here. What am I doing? Shouldn't take too long. Yeah, this is going much faster than before. It took a full 10 minutes to simulate this with all of the outposts that I just deleted going. All right. Check on prop. Should be done now because we just slept for like 6 months. As you do. Cheyenne. Photos Moon. Planet. Aquila. So outpost 1. See what we got here. Open for 45,000 solvent. That's what we need. Good. These are filling up. Okay. Did we overfill it all? We certainly did. Just a little bit though. Okay. Grab this up. Our horses. Solvent. We got 56k. All right, plenty. So now, let's go take a quick nap to get well rested. Make sure we've got our bologna buff or bolognese buff. I'm not sure how that's supposed to be pronounced in this context.
Do you need my help?
First aid. Pappardelle bolognese. Just get one. Wouldn't want to overload ourselves here. Aid. That. Well, I probably should have eaten it after I slept. Oh well. Status. Okay, got that for 52 minutes. Got that for 24 minutes. Percent and 2%. I wonder if those are multiplicative. Hard to say. Alright. Now we go back and we craft the rest of our... I believe we need more andesite wafers. Or no, nuclear fuel rods. Let's check. Check and make sure. Andesite, yeah. Andesite we've got 15,000. Whereas nuclear we have 90,000. Heavy metal we have 40,000. Let's check and see. Just to make sure I'm setting this up. For Vitinium we need the nuclear and andesite. Yeah. So let's make some more andesite. I'm doubting myself again. Check one more time here. Drop a quick save just in case this time. Andesite, yeah, andesite's what we need. Quick save and speed this up. Not telling me if I quick saved because it's still telling me of all the nuclear fuel rods I'm Holy cow, that's never gonna finish, is it? Okay. The lag spike tells me I quick saved. I'll speed this up. Alrighty, so that should be us above 40k andesite wafers. We're at level 192. Yeah, 60k. Perfect. So that leaves us with 60k andesite, 90k nuclear fuel rods. Almost perfectly used up our semi-metal wafer. Got plenty of solvent left over. We don't need that anymore. Now all we need left are plutonium, which we've got 60k, titanium, which we have 322k for whatever reason. That overfilled like crazy. So we should be able to craft about 60k titanium fuel rods at, what are they, 10 XP a piece, I think? Yeah, they're like the highest XP craftable in the game, or from this bench at least. So let's see how that goes. Just roll on down. There they are. Yeah. Let's see here. Craft just one. 11 XP with our current stats, but it's probably more like 11.8 XP or something. I guess those percentages are probably multiplicative. Anyways, I'll speed this part up and we'll see where we get to. Alright, and here we are. I am officially at the end of my resources, the way things have shaken out. At level 213, I started at 144. Curious. Just go to my character status here. It is now 34,000 XP per level at this level, so I'm probably not going to earn any more levels naturally from combat or quests. But on the plus side, I have 74 skill points, so it's not enough to max out everything. I'm pretty sure you have to be, well, let's see here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 13, 16. Let's do this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 53, 56, 59, 62, 65, 69, nice, 72, 75, 79, and 79 plus 3 is 82 times 4, which is my calculator. 2 times 4. Yeah, level 328 if you want to max out everything. So you would have to do quite a bit of crafting to get there. I'm guessing you'd have to do what I just did, probably another 2 or maybe 3 times, not more. I'm not quite sure how exponential the levels are. I haven't figured out the formula for that, seen it anywhere. But yeah, that was my fingers are toast after that. That's a good way to get carpal tunnel, I'll tell you that much. But I think 218 is probably fine for where we're at now. I'll be able to get all the skill points I want to on this character, and I can save a couple skills for another character. As for how much experience we actually used, let's do a little bit of math to figure this out. I'll clear that. I'm going to pull up a notepad here so I can write some notes. Okay, so we have start with titanium fuel rods. We crafted 63,264 of those. So 60 to 63 64 times 10 XP for each of those. That's 632,000. Actually, it's 26 XP, including all of the components. So it's 63,264 times 26. Yeah, so that's 1.644 million just for the titanium fuel rods in my inventory. write that down. 1, 4, 4, 8, 6, 4. I also have, let's see, 30,000 leftover nuclear fuel rods. So nuclear fuel rods, have a semi-metal wafer in them, right? Let me check the crafting recipe on those. Yeah, so that's 1 solvent, 1 semi-metal, and 1 uranium. Semi-metal, it's 0 wire. So 0 wire, we get 1 XP and then 2 XP for that, so that's 3. And another 3 for that, so 6 total for the nuclear fuel rods, for each nuclear fuel rod. So inventory, resources, my calc, 30,000, times 6, another 180,000 experience accounted for with those. 690. All right, and then we also have a couple leftover semi-metal wafers. Probably aren't even worth counting, honestly. Those are from something else. That's from something else. I think that's it. So well, we might as well count these. So semi-metal wafers, that's 1 XP for the 0 wire and 2 for that. So it's 127 times 3. 127 times 3. That's another 381 experience. Glad I counted that. And then we add that to, oops, 381 plus 180,690 plus 1644864. That was a total of 1,825,935 experience. Yeah. And our mass has actually gone down. For some reason, I must have miscalculated that. So we were almost at 3 million mass at one point. We're down to 2.5 million mass. And just for fun, we head on over to, let's say, the key bricks. Take my chunk spaceship over here. Dock. Theoretically, how much we can sell all this for. I don't think it's I don't think I'm actually going to try and sell all this because it would take probably like 6 hours. I'm using an efficient like sleeping method on Mercury or some other tidally locked planet. But just out of curiosity, let's see where we're at. My character would quit whining about carrying around this stuff. We've all heard the complaints before. Just attention seeking at this point, honestly. It's only 2.5 million kilograms. Right.
Weapons for all occasions. Plenty of them.
I've got some fuel rods to sell you. Got 60,000 of them. That is about 8,400,000 credits worth. Nuclear fuel rods are another 1 million on top of that. So about just under 10 million credits worth of stuff. I've got 1 million in the bank, but I don't really have anything to spend it on. I guess it'd be nice to have some more to just mess around in the shipbuilder, but I already have kind of a maxed out ship, so yeah, that's where we're at.
Done here?
I'm gonna go ahead and call it there.